Mohammed Rafi Ansari, and you are watching Triple M Tech. Okay, and today we are going to discuss about how to create a pie chart project. Okay, simple pie chart project. Okay, so let me just share my screen. So today's agenda is how to set up a simple pie chart project. Okay, for that, what we have to do first, we have to create a pie chart project directory. Okay, so I'm going to open pie chart. It's already open. This is my base, working folder. Inside that, we will create a project directory or project folder. For that, simply we have to right click on it, okay, and then we have to create a directory. Okay, so we are creating a directory, giving it it's a name like training. Okay, and you can see these steps. Like first, we have to create the project directory, which I have already created, and we have to create a virtual environment. Okay, so for creating the virtual environment, we have this command python -m virtual environment. Okay, so this is applicable for 3.4 or above. Okay, so I already have the 3.9.13 version, so I'm going to create a virtual environment for this. Okay, and for that we have to be in PyCharm. Okay, then we have to be in the same folder. Okay, so I'm going to bring inside the training folder. Inside this folder, once I am, then I have to get the virtual environment. Okay, python-m virtual. So this is the command for creating the virtual environment. It will take some time. Okay, 2-3 minutes, and then not more than that. Okay, and we'll create a virtual environment. Okay, so once it is created, I will show you the what we have inside the virtual environment. Let me just explain you the advantage of the virtual environment. Okay, we may work with the Python install on the system itself. Okay, at system level. Okay, and we can work on that. We can create the project, but sometime, okay, if we have multiple projects, okay, on our machine. Okay, we may have the problems of version conflict. Okay, because one is script, I mean, let's suppose we have the 2-3 projects. Okay, the each projects uh, may not work with the same same version of the Python, or same version of the different packages. Okay, so it is better way, I mean, for each individual project we have to create a virtual environment, and in this virtual environment we have to install the packages. So whatever packages we will install, that will be specific to that projects only. Okay, so in this way, I mean, the version specific conflict we can avoid, and we can work individually on each project, and each project may have the different version. So that is the great advantage actually we have with the virtual environment, and that is the only reason why generally people this concept came. Okay, to avoid the version conflict, so that you are working on a particular project where a specific version is of Python is required, or the different packages are required, then you can install those only specific to that virtual environment, so that will work to that particular project. Okay, so this is the great advantage actually. Okay, so I think the virtual environment is created. Let me just refresh it. Give me a moment. So see, let me expand it. Yeah, virtual environment is created. So we have these skips here. This is the path from where we have to run the uh, code script. Okay, this project script. So we have created the virtual environment. Okay, now I'm gonna activate this virtual environment. Give me a moment. So to activate it, this is the command virtual environment. See, this virtual environment is activated. At the left hand side you are seeing the virtual environment is written, so that is why I'm saying it is activated. It is the sign like the virtual environment is activated and you can start working with this project. Okay, so I'm going to create a project file. So let me collapse it. So give it any name. Okay, I'm giving it runner.py. Okay, so we can create a simple program if we want. Okay, like let me just create print and we can run it. Just running. Okay. So it is working. Let me just give you some idea about the different settings, configuration settings. So till this path, virtual environment activate, create the project file and write the code. This is working, and configure the new project setting and run setting for Python interpreter. So we are gonna check whether we are running this project with the same virtual environment interpreter or outside of that. So we have to check that. Okay, so for that first we have to click on the file, then we have to go to new project setup and setting for new project. Okay, and click on the Python interpreter. So Python trainings, virtual environment, Python. So it is the path. So you can see only the two packages are installed inside this virtual environment, that is pip and setup tools. Okay, so it is okay, and we can see the run edit configuration. Here also the Python interpreter is same, so that's why it's working. Okay, so this is the terminal from where we have create the virtual environment and activate the virtual environment. Once your code writing is over, it is always a good practice to deactivate the virtual environment. Otherwise, what will happen? Okay, this whatever code outside of this project will run. Okay, your virtual environment will be called. Okay, so better to deactivate it every time. Okay, once your work is over. So for this to happen, okay, what command we have to write? Simply write deactivate. This virtual environment is deactivated successfully. As on the left hand side there is no virtual environment, so uh, it's a sign like it is deactivated successfully. Okay, so this is the way. Hope you guys understand. I mean, how can we create a simple Python project, okay, and set up the virtual environment and start working with it. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching.